Happy Wednesday, friends. 'Tis I, DM Daddy RPG, here to bring you the happy tabletop fun time shenanigans once again. Through your work weeks, it's the last time we can actually say happy affiliate anniversary. Is Twitch giving away my secrets?
All your secrets.
Now I am.
Thank you, Jen. Anyways, for the last time for your work week, as next week when we begin to season 3, it'll be your weekend. We got a lot of exciting things coming down the pipe for you. We've got, next season we have Don't Rest Your Head, which will end the first time in the year to the day of my rebranding to DM Daddy RPG, will feature a different GM, a different person, a DM mommy, if you will. Jen will be running a game of Don't Rest Your Head in a campaign titled Death's Door. And then on your Saturdays and Sundays, you get me, your boy. We will be running a Vampire the Masquerade Sabbat game. And we'll be running a Hunter the Reckoning campaign. Lots of fun times, lots of good times. And since these videos get posted a week later, that is this coming weekend is when all of these games are starting, if you're watching us on YouTube. What's that? A YouTube? Pro streamer. YouTube! If you're not following us on YouTube, come check us out over on the YouTubes. Every game that we run gets uploaded over there after being edited down by our friend Coy or Jen, depending on which games you watch. We currently have votes going for... Oh, wrong one. Whatever, I'll just put them all in there. It doesn't matter. Over in Discord, we have the last vote of what will be in Season 4, our last game of the year. Currently, it is between Midnight World. If those of you that have been with me since last November would remember that spoopy, small, little, sleepy Pacific Northwest town and the events that happened there, versus the game that started it all, Monster of the Week, the first tabletop game that I started running here on Twitch. So it's between those two. Both of them are a holiday-themed, Christmas-themed shenanigan bullshittery. Monster of the Week's campaign is titled Season's Beatings. And the Midnight World campaign is titled The Perfect Gift. Not ominous at all. Not ominous at all.
They're both so fitting, but we already know which one's winning.
Yeah, the one that sounds like a pay-per-view.
Yeah. Currently, the vote has been active for less than 1 day, and Monster of the Week is winning 25-5.
Hey.
Yeah.
Something tells me it's going to be Monster of the Week. I could be wrong. 25-5, but there's not that many votes over there in the Discord channel. Why? If you're one of the Patreons, if you're one of the loyal, not a cult members, you get weighted voting on top of a whole bunch of other cool perks. Speaking of, hey Jen, you can bring me a stack of the things.
A stack of the things?
A stack of the things.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You do. They're in the room next to you.
Okay.
Patreon gets you all kinds of cool and fun things. It gets you weighted voting in all of our Discord votes. Depending on your tier, it gets you into a cool private channel chat where we all talk about game stuff there. It gets you teasers, but also and Apollo. But also, a new thing that'll be starting. It'll be the only way to get access to our wonderful, wonderful merch bundles. And what exists in these merch bundles? Why, I don't know. Like all kinds of cool things. Definitely handmade here in home. This is definitely not the merch for Hyperspace Hustle at all. It's not cool ass freaking... Did you like all the thumbnails that have existed for these episodes? Guess what, y'all? They're yours to have if you're a Patreon. Yeah. All right. That's all that. I'm gonna kill time for Jen to get back. And there she is. There's Sintra. There's everybody's favorite. And of course, that ain't Laurel. That girl's significantly less British.
Only redeeming quality right now.
Right, plus in her favor.
Oh, wow.
That's it, yeah.
Just
Agreed.
that. All right. And of course, obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, this video was edited by our boy Koi. That awesome intro video is also by our boy Koi. That is KoiKioTV.com. Did I do this? I didn't. Damn it. I could have sworn I made him a command. Okay, fuck it. KoiKioTV.
Yep.
Go to KoiKioTV.com. Koi can do all things you need. He can make you music for your channels. He can make you art for your channels. He can edit your videos for you. He apparently can run a merch store. Who knew? There's all kinds of stuff that if you have needs, Koi was very happy to fulfill every need you might have. Because that's just the kind of giving guy our boy Koi is. And he could be your boy. He could be your boy too. For a price.
It just sounds like you're pimping Koi out now.
Koi, I hope you enjoy. Koi, when you're editing this video, because I know you're not watching right now, but when you're editing this video, I hope you like that. I hope you like that commercial I just did for you, friend. You're welcome.
Thank you for not calling it a plug.
Yeah.
Listen, my perverseness only goes so far. Anyways.
Oh, come on. I want to hear that.
I know. All right, guys.
Paper.
The last time, recap time. Because here we are at the finale.
Yeah.
We've got our space armor on. We've got our space drink. We ready.
Ooh.
Jace, tell us some stuff that happened last game.
Jace found out he cannot consume normal people food because it will cause malfunctions, and had to be excused from. Had to be excused from the dining table, and then caused some shit by finding a black hole in a library.
In a secret lab.
Library.
In a secret lab hidden in the library.
It was just a black hole. I didn't analyze the room other than just, oh, that's a black hole. Oh, fuck, I'm going in the black hole.
Then everything eventually followed suit. Can't wait for that reveal to happen here in tonight's episode. Hi, Chi. I hope you're having a great night. Thank you for stopping by with us.
Hey, Chi.
Sintra, tell us some more.
Yeah. More awkward dinner party. Where Farah's family definitely didn't disintegrate.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. One of them was stabbed.
That one fucked off.
Cut in half and stabbed and sucked into an abyss.
Glandizzle, what are you doing here, friend?
What?
Holy crap. Everybody's coming out for the finale. I dig it.
For that finale? Oh, I gotta put that post
finale.
up.
Yeah, this is the last one.
Only 3 more games after this.
Ooh, well, it was a very rough dinner party for Farah. As mentioned, she got to watch her mom disintegrate after realizing she wasn't totally all there. There was a little bit of way vampirism there where she got my energy and was fine for a little bit, and then crumbled. I got to Farah's dad got stabbed. That was pretty cool, in Farah's opinion.
Living my best life.
Never really cared for that. But yeah, what with the Reese's Pieces sponsorship, with the black hole raging in the manor, Farah was kind of just like, all right, I'm clocking out. This is it. Until her beloved cat Motley was also about to get sucked in, so she pleaded with Gar and Sintra to help her save her cat, and Gar was an absolute trooper in that. Sintra not so much.
Hi, Miss Cricket. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for the resub. And Garanka.
After having a not embarrassing time bouncing off the walls and biting Farah's butler, Gar manages to get the cat. Doesn't know what the hell a cat is still.
Very offended by this creature.
Yeah, it's this thing shouldn't exist. Like what
the hell is that?
Well, you got 4 legs, you can't stand on any of them. But just got all that done. Was ready to just bite the dust.
No.
And then he fell into landed somewhere on his back, making sure that he didn't smoosh the cat when he landed. And then everybody else showed up. Jace was already there. And that cat was really happy to see Farah and Jace.
Oh, I know that cat. Fuck that cat.
All he wants to do is dance and love you.
No. Fuck the cat. You can keep your damn cat. Keep it away from me is what you can do with it.
I'm leaving him to Jason, my will.
That cat's gonna outlive you.
Stop trying to die.
That cat's gonna fucking die.
That cat's 30.
I'm not trying to die, I'm just not trying to live.
You're trying to die.
I'm just not trying to live.
You're giving up. That's Verano.
Yeah?
Let's have a moot.
Trying.
Ooh, I like it. It's pretty. I really like this map.
Oh, green.
This image.
That's not gonna end well.
For you guys, might not. I am green.
Is it easy though? Is it easy?
I don't have weak hands.
This is unrelated to the major recap, but I got one of the best jokes of the campaign in right at the end.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Jace's pronouns are they, them. Not because they're not binary, but they are literally thousands of dudes.
We about to become green.
Very binary.
Quite literally.
Exactly binary. Robot, yeah.
Exactly where we had left off. Oh, we gotta move these closer so that the stream can see.
Okay.
Good old clocks.
Good old clocks. Nothing bad happening over there.
Nothing bad ever happens with the clock.
You guys were all upon some manner of metallic floor, arguing amongst yourselves everything. Farah attempting to kick Sintra while she's down with the injured ribs that she had taken on to take damage from Farah.
Me running from Mr. Motley.
You running from Mr. Motley, you failed running from Mr. Motley. Mr. Motley had started tugging wires and everything out of you. Garanka was proud of the tiny creature and its admirable hunting skills.
Yep.
And then remnants of Farah's house fell upon Farah. Sintra managed to get out of the way. Farah did not. And
The Motley background there.
buried under debris.
Oh, God.
And that is where we're picking up.
Pierce, you said that. I just noticed the cat back behind him.
The rumbling and the falling of what was once the Delance house comes to a halt, and the black hole seems to just collapse in on itself until it blinks into nothing.
Well, I can't really physically do jack shit right now. Can I try to use a tune to move some of the rubble off of Farah so she can stop trying to die?
Farah, you can also give me an attune roll.
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, we're not trying to live right now.
Wow.
Farah has entered Harano.
I got bad
is
news
that?
for you.
Werewolf
Feeling
depression.
sadness and werewolf.
Is this controlled or risky or what?
It is controlled.
Hey.
rubble starts moving. The pile, the mound, just like moving off to the side. Not all of it, but like a significant amount. As Cintra's like laying there, one arm clutching her ribs, and you, Garanka, Jace, you would be able to see like the one hand just be like, and some debris flies off. And Cintra just over this shit, just, and more debris.
Yeah. Taking in my surroundings.
This Family Guy fall over posed right now.
Under a house.
Give me a study roll there, Garanka, if you want to see what's around. Any of you who wish to see what's around you can give me a study roll, if you so see fit.
Okay.
4.
I don't think I'm looking at much of anything right now.
2.
Gar, you're standing in what looks like some kind of hangar bay, you'd maybe guess or speculate. Like everything's metal, there's ladders going up to catwalks above you. There's a giant blast door off to your side.
Study check. Again. Have I been here before? 4s.
It looks familiar, but this exact place, no.
Because it sounds a lot like when we first ran into Eye, but
That'd be crazy. The finale going all
that'd
the
be
way
crazy.
back
That
to the
place
beginning.
blew up. Yeah, that place blew up. Long gone.
You guys can thank Glandizzle for his use of turn down the clock. It was about to go up.
Hey.
Oh, actually, wait,
thank you.
Glandizzle.
Oh, which clock?
Which
Oh,
clock?
shit.
The 6 or the 8? Just type that in chat and I'll turn the other one up. It's fine.
That's Falcon.
That's Falcon.
What up, Falcon?
That's not Glandizzle.
Imposter.
But what's up, Falcon? How you doing today?
Hey, buddy. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get up very slowly.
Okay.
Like the fall dented my spine cage, so we're not moving so good.
Yeah.
Would it be scrap or scramble to deal with Mr. Motley trying to continue to rip wires
It
out of me?
depends. How are you going about trying to prevent Mr. Motley?
I'm gonna punt the cat.
Then that
Don't
is
you
going to be a scrap.
Fucking dare.
You don't know.
about
You're
that.
buried under rubble trying not to live.
Do something about it.
Standard?
Watch.
Controlled standard, yes.
6.
Oh, look, the color on the 6 part's also green.
3s.
Double 3s.
Oh man. 3. Blocked or you falter. Press on by seizing a risky opportunity or withdraw and try a different approach. As
instead of kicking the cat.
suffer another level 1 harm. As let's go ahead and said leaking oil. As some of the tubes that Mr. Motley has now clawed and ripped out, the hydraulics of your left leg are starting to not work so good.
Jay's peed himself.
I'm gonna press on and seize a risky.
Okay.
Is the effect still gonna be standard or limited?
It's still standard.
Okay. 5.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, 5 on that poor domesticated house cat. You're showing it.
Nothing wrong.
All right, you can do it, but there's a consequence. Suffer harm. Complication occurs. You have reduced effect, or you end up in a desperate position.
Reduced effect.
So bad. I was hoping
So
you'd choose
you literally like after suffering some damage to your leg, you just like punt, and you manage to bat Mr. Motley away, but it's like just like straight up, and he lands right next to you still, on all fours. It's just
how the fuck? You fucking piece.
World's greatest lawyer has the
Stop
world's
playing with
greatest
that
cat.
thing.
I'm not trying to play with the damn thing. It's trying to rip my wires out.
I was playing. What else is in this room?
that's it.
That's it.
That is it.
No panels on the walls, or did I see anything with my 4?
I mean, there's some panels on the wall, but like the only panel that seems to be here, where you're at right now, is next to the giant blast door.
I'm gonna wander over and start using my one useful hand to continue to push rubble off of Farah. Getting more and more mad the more she lays there.
What else is new?
I mean,
Are you going to help?
this is new, Sintra actually trying to care about Farah.
I'm helping you.
I'm helping you.
You're not helping me for you. You're helping me because my sister probably told you to.
Who fucking cares?
I'm gonna
Are
pick
you
up
really
Mr. Motley.
so selfish that you're willing to risk everybody else's life just because you don't want to get up? Poor little princess. Not everything's going your way.
I just watched
Get
my mom die.
Up.
Shut the fuck up.
So you're just gonna lay there and die? I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Bait me. I'm not taking it.
Oh, you're just gonna take anything I give you. Right, you've given up.
Checking my communicator.
You're spoiled, and you're selfish, and you have rarely seen real consequence before. Oh no, your family wants to be something you don't think you are. So fuck the universe and fuck your friends, right?
How much rubble is left on me?
Some chunks.
Is it
I
enough?
was gonna do it. Damn.
Is it enough for me to just get up?
No.
Or, okay. Cool, then I'm gonna make an attune roll to try to force it off of me.
Okay, give me that attune roll.
Wonder where those, I'm assuming this is not standard because I'm underneath shit.
This would be limited, yes. Controlled limited.
Alright.
5s.
The last of the rubble clears off Farah.
Gonna stand up as best I can with my many injuries.
Right arm crushed. Inoperable.
One is that 2 or 3?
We'll say that's a 3.
That definitely sounds like I need help.
Can I try to fix her?
It is their mechanical arm, so it would require rig, not doctor.
I'm
I
a
do
doctor,
have-
not a mechanic.
That's
There it
true.
is.
So I do have many actual injuries as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally any of that I will.
But Mike, to answer your question, so in this game, stuff doesn't start happening until the clocks are full. So by you turning down a clock, you either prevent something good or something bad from happening to our dear beloved crew.
Hey, Sintra 6.
Interesting.
That's intro 6. There it is once again. And this
Yep.
is for the
Almost
I'm a
there.
doctor, not a mechanic.
Yeah, either the arm or the burns. That is what I'm trying to fix.
Which one are you trying
Arm.
to fix?
Arm. We're fixing the arm.
She pulls out a tiny wrench and a tiny little torch and reconnects some servos and puts some gears back in place crushed by the building for you, Farah, and you have your arm back again.
That warranty is certainly voided.
Don't worry, Farah. We can always get you another one if we can make it out of wherever the fuck we're at.
Now that I'm out of the rubble pile, I'm also gonna make a study roll.
Okay.
Say we. Still her voices, Jace?
I am always a we. I am a collective.
I'm glad you have embraced
But are
your new
you
identity.
still hearing the voices?
Currently, Matt, am I hearing the voices currently?
Currently, you are not listening to outside broadcasts.
Currently, no.
You let me know when that changes. With your 6 Farah on your study roll, there are 2 ladders to the south of you in this room that go up into a catwalk area. Otherwise, there's what remains of your house. Mr. Motley still attacking Jace. Garanka, Sintra, a giant blast door with a panel next to it.
What's the roll to piss, Mr. Motley to come to me and away from Chase?
I believe that would be Sway.
See if he loves me more than those blinking lights. Oh,
No.
Even Mr. Motley doesn't like your attitude, Farah.
was that a character?
I mean, yeah, if you just...
Not funnier if it were.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, then cool.
What up, Chef?
Hi, Chef.
It's a chef.
Those eyes fully dilated on their quarry. Do not break away from Jace under the sweet, gentle pissing towards Mr. Motley.
Where are we?
Good ass question.
Well, if I know.
Make my way to the ladder. Or one of the ladders.
Right.
Guess I'll follow Gar. Hobble along.
Study check.
On
Does
the
it
ladder?
feel like we're in space?
I mean, so we're just gonna go with the rule. One, give me the study check.
Yeah.
Nah. You're planetary right now, my guy.
Yep.
It's like you've spent so long in space, like you know the difference between real gravity and artificial gravity, and this right here, this is some grade A, good old real gravity.
Matt.
Making a tune to see if I can sense anyone else in the vicinity. Controlled standard?
Uh-huh.
5.
Ooh, there is plenty that you reach out. You reach out with the way, and you know there's Gar. Gar seems a little bit different, but you generally the same usual vibe. You haven't felt Jace in a while now. There's Sintra, close by next to you, still patching you up, Mister. You don't sense Mr. Motley.
I don't like that.
You sense your mom somewhere around you. You sense your sister Cersei. There's maybe 8, 12, the number keeps fluctuating, but other beings that ping on the way. Here and wherever, whatever this is.
So, I don't know where we are, but I know we are not alone. Cersei's here. There's several other way users. I can't get an exact number.
What do you mean you can't get an exact number?
It keeps fluctuating.
Space magic is bullshit. Climbing that ladder.
I try to use Attune to figure out where we are, like in relation to anything else.
You gonna attempt to?
I will attempt to.
6. 5.
Close.
You reach out with the way, trying to gain your bearings. You don't know where the black hole had taken you, and as you reach out beyond these walls, there's no other life. There's just the big black void of space.
There's nothing out there.
6 or 8, Miss Cricket.
Oh.
There's nothing out. There's nothing out.
You know what? I'm going to tentatively attempt to open myself up to communication.
The voices are the loudest you've ever heard them. They're practically screaming in your head. Or not so much that the voices are raised, but it just feels like the voice is just like right there in your ear. But it's thousands. You can give me a study roll, but it is like the entire collective talking at once. Rattling your little robotic skull.
Yeah. Controlled standard or other?
We will go with controlled limited.
Controlled limited? Okay.
That's a lot of loud voices. And it's all just one blur of wall of sound that you cannot decipher.
Charlie Brown's parents.
I don't know. I don't know how to get us out of here because I don't know where here is. There's nothing out there.
Because they're a child, Glandizzle.
Thought that was in game.
I'm sorry that I didn't know what the Borg was.
No apologies.
Hit dog hollers. Didn't even say your name.
No, I just read the fucking your comment in the chat. I was like,
It's fine.
Borg. Oh, you
It's fine.
son.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, Gar, you said you're climbing up.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Right, you make your way rung by rung up this ladder. This ladder probably goes up like about 3 stories to a catwalk above.
Made me fist fight a xenomorph, man.
And at the top of the ladder, there's a couple of catwalks, same metallic kind of material, and what looks like a long row of computers and a panel at the end. You still aren't seeing any doorways.
Swiftfoot would have loved this place. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
Jace, you're still down below, right?
Mm-hmm.
You swear? It was just for a moment, just for a whisper. But you swear that you just heard Al say, I do.
Okay, I think I'm hearing things.
Haven't you been
Other
hearing?
Did you hit your
the
head?
collective. No. But I thought I just heard Al. For like, I don't know, kind of loud. I tried seeing if I
Garanka,
could-
because it is a quiet, desolate area, and it's a large, like, tunnel, you're able to hear the echoes of what Jace said reaches your ears.
Back to the ladder. Not climbing down.
So you hit your head. Did wires get crossed? Do you want me to look?
Hold up an arm.
here?
I could have sworn, like, for a second, it just real like a whisper. I thought I heard Al.
Jace, scramble roll.
Oh, the cat.
Who could this be?
The fucking cat. Controlled standard? Fucking cat.
Diving through some of the ripped material of Farah's edgier clothes, Mr. Motley has now lodged himself within the shirt and your back, and it's just swiping and going full tilt crazy.
Let me try to make it another.
I'm so glad I can't feel pain. Farah, get your cat before. And as I say, before I shoot it, the blaster comes out of my wrist, and I'm just pointing it at the shirt.
Let me try to get him to come over again. You're like, Motley, come on, leave him alone. Nope, he really wants you.
Hungry for Christmas lights. Farah, stop playing. Or excuse me, Jace, stop playing with that thing.
I'm not playing with it.
What did Swiftfoot say?
That fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull the cat out of the shirt while we're
Give me a scrap.
Risky limited. I know it's definitely gonna be limited because he's in the shirt.
Controlled limited.
Controlled limited. All he said was "I do." A 5.
By the nape of its neck, you pull out Mr. Motley.
Gonna hobble over and try to take him from Chase.
Swiftfoot, are you here?
We're all here.
Did you hear something?
We're all here.
The hell does that mean?
Fuck if I know. I'm assuming it's where all.
It means we're all here.
Can you ask them where here is?
Where is here?
Home.
All they're saying is home.
And after you hear Al's voice say home, there's just a chorus of home, home, home.
Oh no. Alone, alone, alone.
We're at the space.
Are you okay?
They're just all saying home.
I'm gonna die here.
We're all losing our sanity here, Centra. What little any of us still had.
Top of my game.
Speak for yourself.
Sturdy as I've always been. That Swiftfoot when he was magic and when he was going to tell me he was magic.
Magic? No, I'm not magic, so... And if he's part of the collective, I don't think the collective's magic.
Okay, now I'm gonna look
about
around.
being magic. Remembering.
Garanka, when you ask that question, the panel at the far end of the corridor, this exact one that we're looking at right now, springs to life. Just green.
What's that? This thing lit up.
Like green lines of code falling down it. And then eventually it stops, and there's just a little silver triangle in the middle of the screen.
Don't know anything about silver triangles.
Could you be any more specific?
I'm looking at this panel. There's
I'm
a
gonna
silver
go.
triangle on it. There was green words. It looked like math. Now it's not.
I'm gonna go up to where Gar is.
Okay.
I'm not going to climb.
Okay.
With your breasted ribs.
Are you going to
what
float
I
yourself
thought.
up there?
Yeah, Centra.
I haven't seen anyone do that,
That's fair.
so it doesn't
Float
occur to me.
stuff. You're made of stuff.
You make shit
That's
float.
also math.
I hate the fact that you said that, Pierce, and I fully understood it.
So dumb it loops back to smart. I'm about to press this button.
Are we near enough to
fuck
Gar
it.
that we can...
Boop.
Oh, never mind.
When you would have gotten to the top of the ladder, down the hall, you'd see Gar by a panel, and like what looks like a screen, and Gar's just like, boop. The screen distorts. It gets a little staticky, and you're on the inside of. Looks like it's a small room. It's like very tiny chambers, just seats, and like one window, and you can hear breathing. It's frantic. It's alarmed. And it's like all first person, so you're able to put together that the sounds you're hearing are from whoever this recording is of.
I'm gonna roll a study to try and see if I can. See if I recognize kind of like where they're at.
Sure.
I'm gonna also roll study just to kind of see if I can piece together what's going on, maybe.
That's a 6.
Damn.
Hey. Adam.
When
Here you go.
you say put together what's going on, what do you mean?
Like, because you said it's like a first person recording.
Uh-huh.
Like they're looking around and like seeing stuff.
Yeah.
And we can see what they're seeing. Like
Uh-huh.
if I'm gonna see like if I can see like as they are looking around, like
Right.
oh, they're experiencing this.
That they're experiencing a bit of panic as, they're trapped in this small chamber, is what you would be able to decipher, Farah, based off of your backstory and your history and the stuff that you've done.
Right.
Jace, for you, because your backstory and the stuff that you do and everything. This looks like an escape pod out of a NASDAQ kind of cruiser deal situation. You've had a couple of experiences in areas similar to this, either be it from ejecting from a ship or, a private secluded place with somebody here and there. But it's definitely an escape pod that you're currently watching somebody panic in.
See the hands?
Nope. Eventually,
What's up there?
the screen does turn. Like the first person field of view does shift, and in the reflection of the window, you see Al Leos.
I guess that answers the question on if he got away or not.
Did see pods getting away from the ship, so it was always a possibility.
An explosion goes off, or at least you can imagine. It sounds auditory like an explosion, and the pod rattles, and it's thrown off of its safe trajectory. It was going down towards the planet. Now it's just drifting further off into space. Alarms are going off. There's no propulsion. You can see kitty claw hands swiping at control panels, trying to put it together. And Jace, give me a scramble.
Kaspar came up here with the fucking cat.
The cat came up here with you.
No,
Farah got the
she was
cat.
taking the cat.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, think fast.
4.
Yeah, you're able to dodge. We'll just say you're able to dodge. It's fine. And then it's the screen kind of goes staticky again, and you're still in the same environment, but there's barely any light. It's just the cold dim of space, and you can see clouds of breath. Clearly life support and environmentals are offline. And
before the video finishes, I am turning away and going back down.
Okay.
Because I know because seeing that in an escape pod, Jace knows what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Or do they?
For those of
Stop
you
looking away from the screen.
For those of you that are continuing to watch, the field of vision's getting blurry. It's much dimmer, but a small green light appears on the screen that Al had been trying to mess with before. There's a voice. It's do you wish for enhancements now? There's not an auditory, his breathing's just ragged. Oxygen's low. He can't afford to speak words. But there's just a slow nod in the field of vision. And there's a flash of green light covers the entire screen. And the terminal starts powering down. The screen that you've been watching this video on fades to black, and just little lines of code, occasionally teardropping its way down.
I'm gonna turn to Gar and be like, do we tell Jace about this? You fill him in on this part of the recording?
Gonna turn. Not looking at Farah. And then...
Citra, you hear a very familiar sound coming from up above you.
Jace, what is happening up there?
There was a recording of Al escaping from the ship.
Gar's not shifting, by the way. Just
And?
Okay, that's
heavy anguish.
I don't know how it ended. I left when all I saw was his breath and dim lights, so I assumed life support was going out in the escape pod after he'd been knocked off course.
Sure.
I'm assuming he's dead.
Probably.
But also hearing his voice in my head, either I've developed some sort of psychological bullshit, or he could be part of the collective too.
not both?
Either's possible. As for that, no idea.
So is there a way out up there?
No, it just ended with a panel.
Funsies, we're gonna take a stress.
Great.
Mara's not quite sure what to do in this situation. She doesn't want to like do the pat on the shoulder. She doesn't know if how he's gonna take that, so she's just gonna kind of back away.
You said there was a panel over by the blast door, Matt?
Sure did.
I'm gonna walk over to that panel and try to open the blast door.
You will walk over to the panel, and a slot opens up, and there's just a gentle green light flashing from the small insert. It looks big enough for a finger.
I'm gonna stick my thumb in it.
You stick your thumb within, and the blast doors begin to open. Revealing a circular chamber of a room, a door on the other side of a massive, pulsating green mechanical device.
You didn't switch the map for us, you only switched it for stream.
Oh, cool. Well, stream's what matters. Take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're done being angsty, there's a door open now.
Are you okay?
Welcome, Jace. It is good of you to come home for the first time. Congratulations on your pilgrimage. All of you can hear this deep, booming voice. And Jace, Sintra, because you're down there, as the voice happens, little squiggles happen across the middle of this green sphere.
Didn't know I was on a pilgrimage.
Where is this?
This is the edge of space. Sintra.
Yes.
Nothing. I am just acknowledging who you are.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have gotten to learn much of this galaxy, and its people, and its residents, and its culture, and its life. Thanks to you.
To who?
To us.
God, what is happening? Did I hit my head?
No, you didn't. Central, remember the whole thing about that I explained about the whole collective thing? That I explained about the collective?
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Pronouns, yes.
I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. They're talking about.
We are talking about.
There you go. That's the right word.
Girl's gonna quietly and quickly make his way down the ladder.
Sure.
So is there a way home?
As far as following?
You are home.
We are Jesus.
This is home.
I really don't have the patience for this.
Do not worry. Soon these fleeting, fleshy problems will not be an issue for you anymore. Sintra.
Oh, that's foreboding. Why are we here?
Intruders had arrived before. They are attempting to seize power which they cannot accurately wield. You followed them through the door.
Technically, we were all pulled.
You went through the door.
Well, we're not part of the intruders, so can we go?
You have free reign to traverse this vessel.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Farah.
You said that me and Gar could hear like the first parts of the conversation when we
Sure
were
did.
upstairs. Can we still hear all that's been
Oh, yeah, you
happening?
can still hear all of this.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Gar, you quickly and quietly make your way down the ladder. The blast door open, Jace and Sintra standing before it. One giant orb of green energy and mechanical who's its what's its. And on the other side of it, there is a door.
Walking towards that door.
You just heard the voice say you have free reign to traverse the vessel.
Mm-hmm. Right to the door.
I had made my.
You get to the door slides open for you, like motion censored almost.
Straight on through.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try to find a repair facility for myself on this vessel, as has been stated.
Are you trying to leave the room?
Yes.
Thank you. Sindra?
I am waiting to see where the hell Farah is going.
Leads into Farah. She followed Gar down, and she walks up to Sintra.
Scramble roll. Farah.
Position.
Risky.
Fuck this cat.
Risky standard.
Uh-huh.
Three.
Suffer harm, complication occurs, end up in a desperate position.
Complication.
Beautiful. That's the one I was hoping you would pick.
Love that for you.
The wavy lines dissipate into nothing, and the glow of green grows more intense as Farah begins to approach Sintra, and a blast of light just floods over Farah.
Oh.
She's about 2 steps from Sintra. When it dissipates, the mechanics of Farah are upgraded. There's green, pulsing lines of code and energy flowing along her newly minted arms. Her communicator, which was like separate from her body, now looks built into it.
I didn't have my communicator.
Yes, you did. Because I just said you
Jay
did.
smashed it.
I just said you did. Deal with it. Deal with
Okay.
it.
I just wanted to.
Anything that was technological on Farah is now a part of Farah.
Farah does that, feels her non-mechanical parts to see if they're still non-mechanical.
They are still non-mechanical.
What?
Little victory right there. You remember what happened to Jace?
No, I've forgotten.
I'm just. Regardless, it just happened to my mechanical bits. And only my mechanical bits, I guess. They need permission to upgrade the flesh.
Good for you. I'm so happy for your upgrade. Are you coming?
Look. I don't know what Cersei has promised you. I don't know why she wants me to be alive. But I feel like we can both acknowledge that whatever she is trying to get here, she should not have.
I don't know what she's trying to get here.
I heard something
And
about
all I wanted was a life you continually try to throw away. So if you could please stop trying to die, we might actually be able to come to an agreement right now.
Okay. How long do you need me alive for?
Indefinitely.
Oh.
Catch me up then. We're gonna have to fight while we're here. I just know it. And I need to be in a better position to fight.
Why? What do you know?
That Cersei's here. And that there are other way users here.
Cersei's not going to hurt you.
That doesn't mean she's not gonna fight me.
And I'll just keep patching you up like I always do.
Patch me up right now. I like gesture to, let's see here. Severe burns, brainquake, stab, wicked witched, and fall damage. Just
Wicked witched.
Wicked witched.
that's what I wrote on my thing.
That house fell on you.
Yeah.
It did.
You can go ahead and remove. You can remove Wicked Witch. She already healed the damage from the debris falling on you with the crushed
Okay.
arms.
Julio. Patch me up, and I will make it through this event. I promise.
One should not
What's up?
promise things that are not guaranteed like that.
Thank you, mysterious voice.
Even the mysterious voice acknowledges there's going to be something going down.
We'll grab a drink while they're doing this.
Hey, 5 on Doctor. Farah, what level are your injuries?
Severe burns is 3, brainquake and stabbed is 2, and then fall damage is 1.
You can heal one of the 2s and one of the 1s.
Get rid of that brainquake. And fall damage.
I'm like not gentle at all either.
It's expected
Like
to be.
slamming syringes into like hip meat and yanking limbs into position. Like
How about that Hippocratic oath?
I'm fixing her.
The hurting is more rewarding than the
I'm not
healing.
there. Argue with yourself.
Can and I will.
Oh, blurry. There we go.
Thank you.
All right.
Exactly, Shep. Says do no harm, not cause no pain.
So, you guys proceed to walk through the door, Jason Garanka. You've seen some of Ai's friends before. They've been smaller, more slender robots, especially you, Gar, because you were on the ship in the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
You step out and you start making your way down a hall, and they're just bigger, beefier, more sturdy robots milling about. They're moving panels, it looks like cores, into positions and terminals along the halls.
Gar, are those what broke your hand before on that dreadnought?
Nah. These are bigger. Still walking. Looking for an exit sign.
I can tell you right now, you're not going to find an exit sign.
Oh, I know that.
Like, those don't exist in space.
Oh, Space OSHA's gonna be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're moving cores, panels. Hold on. What the hell do these cores look like? Study. Limited, because even still. 3. These are cores.
Those are some power cores. There we go. All right, cool. They're powering something.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own things to do, I guess. All
I'm still
robots.
just trying.
No people.
I'm still just trying to find like a repair facility, if there's any.
Jace, you wouldn't even know what a repair facility looks like on this ship.
I'm aware. I'm just trying to find something.
Down one hall, there looks like to be like some like powering stations that you see one of your robot brethren like step off of and then proceed to walk. It doesn't look like it repairs, but it recharges. And gee, yes you can. I just did that for you.
I don't think I need to charge right now. I'm gonna keep just walking and looking down the different side branches. Do you want me to go stand on the electric platform? I can go stand on the electric platform.
I don't. I care about what you do. It's just. It's like if you're just
sorry,
gonna. I've got two
fucked up.
characters in the hall that are ambling looking for an exit and ambling looking for something else, and it's gonna just like, cool, all right.
Sorry, the drama's more interesting.
Then I guess we'll go back to Farah and Sintra.
After Sintra healed me up and I said thank you, I'm assuming I'm just following where Jason Gar went.
Okay. You go out into the hallway. Same description as before. There's a bunch of robots. Looks like they're plugging stuff in. There's only like one core that's currently unoccupied that they're currently walking it towards.
They've already meandered off.
Yep. They were ahead of you. You guys stopped to have a whole healing and powwow sesh.
Yeah. Well,
And an upgrade.
Gar, Jace, you here?
One of the robotic heads turns towards you as you call out through the halls.
Hello. You see him? Big guy about this height. Littler robot guy about this. Oh, okay, thank you.
Friendly staff. Since Farah said Cersei was probably on the way, can I try to find her in the way?
Sure.
As I'm like very slowly shuffling behind Farah because everything hurts and life sucks.
6.
You just summed up your entire existence with Farah in a nutshell. Cersei is here wherever here is, but she is further up above you.
I'm just gonna look up for discernibly no reason at all.
Not even gonna question it. Clicky clacking my new arm and then continuing to walk down the hall to look for Gar and Jace.
You heard Gar call back to you, so when you get to the end of this hall, if Gar does turn around, you guys will be able to meet back up at this intersection.
Yep. Seeing the
I wonder what the
upgrades. We're gonna
upgrades cost, Farah. You.
Oh, what'd you say, Jen?
I wonder what those upgrades cost you.
Probably more than I'd be willing to pay.
Probably.
Where'd Jace run off to?
What happened to you?
I got beamed with light and my arms and legs were fixed, and now I have my communicator right here. I did not ask for this.
That looks more than fixed.
Upgrades.
Luckily, the me bits are still me, so that's a plus.
Thicker than a Snicker.
Who said that?
Chef.
Okay.
They just kept walking.
Why?
Yes.
Oh, hey. Still here. Good to hear you. What the hell is this? You said it was a home, but...
This is our origin. This is the beginning. This is the end.
Those are two separate things.
The beginning is the end is the beginning.
Oh my god. How do we get out of here? How do we leave?
Why would you wish to leave?
I mean, I just got married, and this place does not seem like the kind of place with a fully staffed, cafeteria. I'm starting to get a little bit hungry.
You've been hungry for some time.
Yeah. Goes and it comes back.
One of the giant beefy boy robots turns and starts click-clacking his way over towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that.
Looks down at Garanka. Do you require sustenance?
I gotta eat.
Steps back, green energy surging through it.
Oh, this gonna suck.
The robot starts vibrating, twitching under the power being harnessed into its chest area. Then its chest plate pops open and there's a ding. And a cup of ramen slides out on a tray.
Well, way better than I was expecting. Thank you.
Thank him.
Cup of instant ramen. Out of the microwave chest. I love it.
Yep. Oh,
We
I
are
like this
pro-
place better already.
You say thanks, and it's like we are programmed to serve. And turns and goes back to doing what it was doing.
Well,
We didn't mean to come here.
Why, yes. I'm sure you did not mean to come here. Sintra, it's a voice you swore you'd never have to hear again. But he blew up on the ship. That was the whole reason of Al's sacrifice. One red robotic eye protrudes out of the wall of the ship, studies Sintra, head to toe.
Gar, can you punch that for me?
Turns
normally
to,
I love violence, but
turns to regard Gar. Ah, another specimen. Wonderful.
What are you
Where's
doing
Swift?
here?
I am curious to see the advancements of different tribes of the same species.
Where is Swiftfoot?
Nowhere. Everywhere. And the eye like turns like looking around.
I want to punch this eye.
Do it.
I'm making a stand.
Do it now.
Because Centra's not the boss of me. Centra doesn't want to be my friend. I punch for my friends. I punch for me.
Sintra does not believe in friendship.
Yeah, she
Could
don't.
have told you that.
That's not true at all.
Sintra,
Right, your real buddy.
sorry, Sintra sees friendship as a means to an end.
Tell me it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
You get things from friends. Why am I arguing?
What's wrong? Is the device acting up? You should go step into the light. It'll fix it for you.
No. How did you end up here?
Oh, if you think that you little scamps were the only ones that stumbled across the first AI, as you adorably call it, you'd be sadly mistaken. Where do you think most of our research came from, Sintra?
Well, compared to this technology, yours is sadly lacking.
Sintra, why are you speaking to this voice as if you know them intimately?
Intimately is a very strong word, and I don't appreciate it at all.
All right, what word did you prefer? But you are talking to this entity like you know them.
Familiar.
Why, this is my disciple, one of my brightest students and pupils.
Again, very strong words.
And who are you, mysterious robotic voice?
You may refer to me as the doctor. The good doctor, if you will.
Nah.
My name and who I was, trapped in a fleshy prison with a shelf life, is insignificant, nor is it important. I am one now. I'm here.
That's your future, Jace. Take it.
Jace isn't there.
Jace is not there.
Oh, he's gone.
Jace
Nope,
kept
yeah.
wandering.
Say it out loud.
Jace kept
Never
wandering to
stopped.
find a table to lay on.
I'll still say it out loud.
Basically, yeah.
Thinking he could probably hear me. What do you want, just to taunt me?
It's fun to watch the rats in the maze. You know that.
Don't pretend like you built this maze.
I didn't, but it doesn't mean I can't enjoy it.
Borrowing other people's work.
You'd know all about that.
Ooh.
Okay, now I'm gonna punch the eye.
Centra's integrity.
It's gonna hurt me real bad.
Centra 6. Centra 6.
Come on,
Here it
Centra
comes.
6.
Get some scrap. Centra 6. Damn it.
Nope. We have no
Oh.
core strength. We broke. We broke it.
You very broke.
Tonk.
Half my ribs are shattered. We're not feeling so good.
How's it Ugh. How does it, Thunk, feel? The eye slowly turns back towards you. Knowing you'll never step out of my shadow.
Yes,
You're
Sintra.
not. Oh, now you want to chime in, Farah? You have things to
Yeah.
say?
You had a lot of talk about my past. I'm getting to finally view some of yours.
Yes, well, we're all stuck in the middle of nowhere forever.
Oh, it's not forever. Soon. He says soon, right as the last power core is slid in, and more lights start shining through the halls. And you can hear what sounds like a giant vessel beginning to power up. It's like, very soon. So soon, immediately, it would seem. We're mobile.
What is this? What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. I is doing this.
Now I'm slowly losing the will to live.
Hey,
Yes, Garanka.
what's going on? What are you doing? What is this? You said it's home.
I'm
But our
correct.
home is moving.
It is our home. You are correct. And I am correcting the universe.
Oh, it's never good when people say things like that.
Never ever. The hell does that mean?
Fortunately, I am millions of people. We are all of the collective agreement that this needs to be corrected.
Now, you say corrected.
Yes, fleshy things with their weak and feeble bodies and tiny hands, as well as with their differing views, differing cultures, differing everything. Do nothing but cause chaos and disruption across the known universe. This needs correcting.
How do you intend to correct this?
By bringing
think I can figure it out.
by bringing everything within our collective.
Or just everything has a plan.
Yes, peace.
Is that peace?
Subjugation.
I'm sorry, both of you said something at the same time, and it was very garbled.
Sorry. Go ahead, Pierce.
Oh, I just said, is that peace?
I said subjugation.
There's no longer argument, conflict, war, oppressive governments, people starving. Does that not
I mean,
quantify under the description of peace?
kinda. I'm no lawyer. If only
Peace
I
in the
knew a
same way
lawyer.
a cemetery is peaceful.
How is your cup of noodles, Garanka?
It was good. Real good.
We're glad. We have 10 different flavors, should you require more.
Do you guys eat?
There's no response to that question.
I get those 9 other flavors real quick since everything's about to be corrected.
9 of the robots come walking up to you, sizzling and cackling in their energy. There's 9 other dings. And 9 different cups. An all-you-can-nude buffet.
I'm gonna die full. If I can't die rich. Oh no, ordering food was the last place of the clock. I fell right into their trap.
The red mechanical eye slowly starts sinking back into the wall. Its goading and mocking of Sintra complete. But not with one final little jab. It's like, you look like you could use some upgrades.
Get deleted.
Never. The eye turns off.
It was like watching Sintra talk to Sintra.
Do you have questions?
Do we plan to try to stop this? Is probably the biggest one.
Not really what I was talking about, but okay. I would prefer to stop this.
Gar.
Gar.
Three cups down.
Slurping nudes, just like
chugging. That's pretty good. What is that? Sriracha? Hell yeah. Sucks that's gonna be gone. Oh, I'm good at hidden stuff, and this seems a little bit out of my weight class, as much as I hate to say that.
So
Who
you'd
else
like
is
to
here?
set
You
some
said somebody else
upgrades?
was here, right? Oh no, I'm fully intending on just getting thrown out into space. Fuck that, I'm dying on my body.
Doesn't say anything, just kind of looks at Central like,
Y'all the ones with magic.
These things aren't alive. Can't feel it if it's not alive.
is the
What
role.
can you feel?
Living things.
Nothing?
I've said I felt my sister and several other way users earlier.
And where are they?
We refigure that out.
Around us.
Are you attempting to use the way, Farah?
Yes.
Desperate.
Oh crap. Effect.
Limited.
Oh Jesus.
6.
Oh.
Told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you've been developing your powers over these past months, like simple things like being able to detect and locate have come relatively easy to you, Farah. You're digging deep for this basic thing that just an hour ago you had no problems with. And it's exhausting. But you're able to find your sister several floors above you. 3-way users are approaching you.
Cersei's a couple of floors ahead of us, above us, and we have 3-way users incoming on our location.
Jace, as you're wandering the halls, you turn a corner, there's 3, they look like Grim almost. Just the robe, the armor, everything. Just approaching you. Weird mechanical cylinders in their hands.
Oopsie doo.
I'm gonna do a quick study to see if they are coming directly for me, or if they're being. Oh, I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. Yeah, if they are any hostile intent coming towards me, or if they're just walking,
You're attempting.
marching.
You're attempting to sense their feelings.
Yeah.
So that would be a consort.
Position.
Controlled standard.
Okay.
6. Oh.
4.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. It could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse.
You said you were trying to detect hostile intent.
Yeah.
Well, they are coming towards you, and there is hostile intent. Whether it's for you or not, that you can't quite decipher yet.
Gonna just start like stepping out of their way.
Quick look busy.
Just gonna step out of the way. Try to just let them pass.
Two of
Because I
them.
can't tell, because they seem pissed.
Two of them pass by. One of them like takes one step past you, stops, and takes one step back, and turns to face you.
Can we not?
In a robotic voice, you're out of your designated area. Return back to your proper place. Turns and proceeds to walk, catching back up with the other two.
Calling Gar. Ring, ring, Gar, ring, ring.
Gar, halfway through your 5th cup of noodle.
Making great time. What the hell?
You are.
Huh.
You guys have 3, I'm guessing, grim robots coming towards you guys. If you're still in that hallway.
Yeah, 3. That's what we're told. Where are you?
A ways down the hallway.
Oh.
They have. I was trying to find a place to get myself fixed up, but they have these mechanical cylinder things.
Does it look kind of like insert description that is absolutely not a lightsaber, but you know, like a broken lantern type deal?
Matt, did I ever see Centra's broken lantern?
You sure did not. You never have.
I don't know. It
I said
just
insert
looks like
description.
it just looks like a silver metal tube thing.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun. Oh, good luck with the upgrades. If you're
By the way,
fighting.
they seem pissed. By the way.
I would be too.
Beep at that. Jeff, no.
Oh, random hurt.
Oh shit.
Everybody,
Hell yeah.
Come on, Jeff.
everybody's been so nice tonight, and then along comes Chef.
Right?
3. Farah.
Damn it!
Rebonked.
All right, what happens to me?
I'm trying to think.
Hurt feelings.
That's already happening. Left arm seized, inoperable.
Really got it out for them arms today, huh?
Right?
Well, I mean, I could do legs, but then Farah's not going to be able to travel anywhere.
Yeah.
Not Pogo in this. Well, I'm assuming we only heard Gar's half of the conversation.
3 Grims step
Hooray.
into the hallway.
I don't suppose we can talk about this.
Purple blades of energy extend from the cylinders.
It's Windu. Or
That's gonna be a no.
Morning Star Windshield Man. Whatever.
Morning Star windshield fan.
Pepper spray Windex.
That works too.
I'm curious what purple means. Can I just like, I don't know, poke at their feelings to see what they're feeling?
Sure.
Because I've linked color with emotions at least.
They're feeling sassy.
I'm just curious.
Six.
Interesting.
Nothing. You cannot detect any emotions off of them at all.
That's a weird one.
That was a weird one.
They have no emotions.
Hmm.
Not just like calm. There's nothing.
Well,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, well, the activation of those sabers probably means that there is some form of aggression towards us. Don't talk with
Aggression
those.
is an emotion, and there might be an intention.
Let's deal with that then, if we're going to argue semantics. But more pressingly, Gar, I have a gun I can borrow.
No.
All right then.
I have a gun you can borrow.
Your estate made sure I couldn't bring weapons around.
Give the guard a gun. Give the gun to Gar then.
Give
I
the
can at
guard
least-
a gun. Hell yeah. Gun's just like, what's poppin'?
I can at least.
The 3%.
And I go to try to move my arm up, my left arm up, and it doesn't move. I'm like, oh well, not good.
The 3 proceed to start walking down the hall towards you. Their steps strangely all in unison.
Are we
You
fighting?
guys here to fight?
There's no response from them.
Oh man.
One stops walking. It's like in between 2 of the cores that have been powered up. And as the other 2 continue advancing, eventually one also stops. And then leaving just one coming towards you.
I was through bowl 4 or bowl 5.
Are we standing like right by a core?
You are.
Damn it.
I'm just gonna step away from the core.
Gonna see what Cintra's doing and follow suit. Maybe she knows something I don't.
Yeah. Trying to stay out front.
Stay out front of them, but also out of the way of the Grimbot.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Grimbot 9000.
Right. And it moves a couple feet past you guys and then stops. The 3 of them all turn at the same time facing the left wall. And they stab their sabers into a panel between the cores. The lights all immediately begin flickering and shifting. The robots that you've seen glowing their beautiful green start like twitching, jerking, as if under the influence of something, as the green light slowly starts turning red across their bodies and in the ship.
That can't be good.
The hallway starts to look like Centra's background.
Yes.
Red's a nice color.
We don't know that's
What's happening?
bad.
You really think it could be good?
Well, if they're trying to stop this hostile robot takeover.
Or trying to control it?
Or some third thing.
Lesser of 2 evils. Right, Farrell?
Fair enough.
Hey, Matt, when the lights all flicker and start turning red, does that affect me in any way?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like you're standing there and you're like, huh, something feels weird. Then like the moment later, like you boot back up. Everything has kind of a red sheen in your heads-up display now.
From green to red.
Mission objectives.
Weird.
Mission objectives. Secure primary core. A little map pops up in your heads-up display, and like a little like dotted line starts taking you back the way you came. And
GPS.
then Jace, your body starts moving that way, whether you want it to or not.
Matt, what would it be to wrestle control of my body back?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now, you're going back towards the way you came.
Okay.
For the rest of you, all the robots in this hallway, now glowing red, turn along with the Grimbots and start going back the way you came down the hall.
I feel like we should try to stop that.
I'm gonna try to reach out to Cersei in my mind.
Okay. Use your mind powers. 5 is good enough.
Mind powers that totally don't exist.
Listen, Sintra has accepted the way, okay?
It's very, very helpful. And I'm a curious girl.
Well, we all call you Whiskers.
What?
So I get her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said 5 is good enough.
Okay. Is this you?
Is what mean?
The cloaked robots with lanterns?
Sintra, why are you still calling them lanterns?
I don't know the word for them.
No, it's not me. It's
Who is
us. It's us, Sintra.
So we shouldn't be stopping them.
I mean, I'm sure they'll want to stop that. Because, you know, it'd be the good thing to do.
Sure. Okay.
But if my sister really does want to stop it, she'll have to come to the bridge.
Okay. Noted. I'm gonna go back to talking out loud. Actually, I don't remember the last thing I said out loud. So just if they don't have emotions, they can't be emotionally swayed, and that's all you've got. We know what the green robots wanted to do. That was unacceptable. So if someone's willing to defeat the green, for now, we should maybe not get ourselves killed.
That's a good answer. What do you suggest then?
We can try, see if someone's in charge.
Jace, you see your friends as you're walking towards the core.
I can't do anything at the moment.
I mean, you can't change any of your, like, movements or anything. You can still attempt to try to talk to them.
I'm gonna try attempting to talk to them if I'm able to.
Go ahead. I wouldn't bring it up if you couldn't do it. I wouldn't just be like, you try talking to them. No, fuck you.
You said try. I didn't know if you were gonna have me roll to try to do it.
I meant more in the perspective of you. It's like, could I even talk to them? Should be what your character's thinking. Is what I meant by try.
Yeah. We're gonna try talking to them. Yeah. I'm good. Sorry. Guys, they're all of help, please. They're trying to take that main core thing.
Do you know what'll happen if they do take the main core?
No. All I know is that's the main objective right now.
Oh, crap.
You may just have to ride this one out right now, Jace. I'm not sure what it would take to stop you.
I don't either.
I can pick you up.
They're not going to hurt you. You're one of them, so just go along with it until we can figure something out.
Pierce, you're saying that you could pick me up, and then what?
That would probably cause the other robots to freak out.
Oh, I didn't hear that part of it.
We really don't want the entire ship after us right now, or we won't be able to do that.
Do you guys have any idea how to stop this? I just keep walking.
Working on it. Well,
No.
we know where to find you.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
We need to get off this ship, I guess. So, at least we'll be able to get to almost anywhere we need to go from the bridge.
I like Chef's suggestion of trip him. Like that wouldn't end badly.
To the bridge, then.
Where's the bridge?
I'm guessing it's where my sister is. And I know where she is, so.
Okay. Only somebody knows where we're going.
The above us, then, I'm assuming?
Farah.
Yo.
Mr. Motley hops out of your arms.
Son of a bitch.
Grows a bit more rigid. It lets out a and like as the meow continues on, it goes more robotic, more computerized, more digitized in a voice box. Mr. Motley's usually gentle blue eyes flashing the same red color you've seen on all the robots here, and then proceeds marching towards the core.
That explains that.
It really does.
What
Fucking call it.
Don't get me wrong, on the inside I'm not okay, but we really have bigger problems. We have to get to the bridge.
All those things robots?
Gar's like, is everything a robot? Am I a robot? Claws.
I guess since I know where Cersei is, and I'm just again assuming that she's at the bridge, but I know how to get to the bridge.
Oh yeah, there's if you go down the halls, like there'll be power lifts that'll take you up there. Sintra, do you have any? Oh yeah, you've got injuries. Hey Sintra, heal one of your injuries. Your choice.
Any of them?
Any of them.
You know what? I'm healing the fork because I'm petty.
Because you're petty. Not the ribs that impede your movement and ability to do things. No, the stabbed fork hand.
I'm petty.
Moves fine.
Thanks, Ashley. Carry me.
Yes, you would be able to get to the lift.
We're heading to that bridge.
Hell yeah. All right. As the lift ascends, taking you up several floors, the ship rattles and lurches. Impact. Something just struck wherever it is that you currently are. Wrong one. Wrong song. Where are you, song?
Werewolf fight music.
I don't have these broken up into folders like I do most of the things.
Werewolves in space.
Yeah. Matt, I realized when you said the lights and everything were turning red and the robots started to jitter and turn red on their lights, I was like, that's what he had me infected with earlier. I put that 2 and 2 together, even if it's not right.
You can think what you want to think. I'm not going to stop you or judge you.
That's what I'm thinking it was, but
that's fine.
It could totally just been something else.
The lift opens up. And outside, there's a beautiful, beautiful light show of pulsating energy somewhere here in the distant edge of the galaxy. And there's a large vessel with red sails that you can see through the windows, and it's just launching missiles. Most of you would recognize this, those of you that have been spacefaring long enough, as the Empress. It is the lead ship of the pirate fleet. And it is currently attacking and trying, it looks like it's trying to stop this vessel and its movements. There are a few cloaked individuals here on the bridge, and up at the front, still in her beautiful dinner gown, a weird metallic cylinder hanging off of her hip, stands Cersei, just staring out into space. A missile will come flying towards the bridge, and you're able to see Cersei just kind of like flick her wrist, and the missile flies off course.
How do you do that?
Practice. If you can catch a drop-kicking giant cat person, you can catch anything.
Fair.
So are those friends or not?
Those are pirates and they're shooting missiles.
Contrary to how I imagine your friendships tend to go, Sintra, generally friends don't attack each other.
Do you know who that is, Gar?
The pirates? Yeah. That one is the Empress.
Okay. Do you know them?
Not directly, but there's an ally.
One of the bots is like, "We are armed, ma'am." Very good, Seven. At will. You guys will just hear powering up coming from all around you here in the bridge.
Can I try the flicking the thingy away? Because now...
You want to try to fling a missile away?
Now I gotta try it.
She did say practice.
I just want to see how hard it is.
6.
Apparently not hard at all.
For you.
Apparently not hard. That's Sintra 6. There's a missile coming straight towards the windows. Cersei does not seem to be moving to catch it at all. She's shielded herself in the way. So if it did hit, she'd still be fine. And as it's getting closer and closer, Sintra's phone just like, And the missile veers off course, striking into the hull of the ship. See? It's not hard.
Wasn't really hard at all. Weird.
So, did the three of you come here to stop me? join me? Which? What?
Well, we really didn't like the robots' plan. And sometimes the enemy of my enemy is my friend, isn't that right, Gar? Laura?
And sometimes they're your enemy as well. What's your plan?
As the Empress of the Empire will become more powerful, and we will carve out our corner of space where things will be maintained in an orderly fashion. And the rest of space can fuck off.
That's only slightly better.
Matt, is that last bit about the rest of space can fuck off? Is that true? Is that her actual
Totally
intention?
true. She plans on carving out her own little corner to call hers and her empire. And, well, she does not intend to go beyond her own borders. But with the rest of space can fuck off, that would probably mean bad things for anybody who dared to try.
Well, it seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah, and anyone who disagrees is killed, I'm assuming.
No. That would be so wasteful, sister. Why kill them when I can, gestures to giant vessel, convert them?
There it is.
Still not as bad as the robot plan.
All of space or just my corner of space?
There's a choice involved there.
Is it much
Right.
of a choice, though?
It's more than no choice.
After we
It's exactly
assist
the choice.
you carving out your section of space.
I don't want your help.
Oh. So what do you want me for? I go through all this trouble for the outcasts.
Farah, I didn't ask you to be here. You came here.
I got sucked through a portal. You also chased me around the galaxy
For
for
Dad.
a couple years.
For Dad. Dad's not an issue anymore.
It's one thing I can thank you for, I guess.
You're welcome.
So what, am I just free to go?
I have absolutely zero use for you.
Oh. I suppose I could borrow it.
That's a lie.
Ah. Maybe it's our time apart. Maybe it's the constant revelations and betrayals, but I don't believe you. You might as well just spit it out what you really want.
I don't want anything. Lie.
You're so full of crap that it's spewing out of your mouth.
You're full of crap. And it's spewing out of your mouth.
I'm not great at this.
Yeah, I was the smart sister.
But I'm the one that gets things done. No, not a lie. Not a lie. Not a lie at all. Not one bit of lie.
From what we've witnessed, nope.
If she truly believes it, then yeah, not a lie.
Jace,
Yeah.
you're down there at the core.
Yeah. The fucking cat's here too.
Fight it, Motley. Get Chase. That's your.
Jace.
No, fuse like a minicon.
Jace, evens or odds?
Evens always.
Wow. Ooh. The oddest odd.
The loneliest number.
All of the robots have formed into a line, and they are attempting to approach the eye. The giant green sphere from earlier. And occasionally, like, there's blasts of light, and the first one of the line goes down, shielding the ones behind it, and it proceeds. You all are proceeding to march into your death towards this orb. You are struggling and trying to get out of it, but you're still just marching forward.
Right into the mic.
Right into the mic.
Yep, that was all calling right into the mic.
Oh, sorry about that.
What you gonna do, Jace? What are your thoughts? What take us into your mind as you're marching to death? Sweet robot light death.
What is this?
Not how I thought I was gonna die. How can I get out of this? Is there a way for me to get out of this? Man, I wish Car would have grabbed me earlier and thrown me. God, I wish Al was still here. Al would have known how to get out of this.
I'm still here.
Al, how the fuck do I get out of this?
Well, I mean, if you could just, disconnect these couple of sensors and maybe, like, cross over these wires, that might be enough to, like, sever this briefly, at least, until the next time you repair up.
I kinda don't have control over my body at the moment.
Understandable. It's okay. I got you, friend. You hear the unscrewing of screws somewhere in a side panel beside you. Then, panel pops off the wall.
Aw.
In a blur of motion.
Aw. Hell yeah.
Skittering.
Cheezers came back.
What?
I said Cheezers came back. I know his name is Gizmo, but
Okay,
it's
cool.
something else.
I was like, who the fuck is Cheezers? Gizmo. Scuttling in his little weird space ferret way. Though he looks different, he's like Farah. He's got little metal bits like grafted and like have become one with him. So he scuttles over to Jace and scales Jace. Not the first time a furry thing has scaled Jace in the past day.
In the past 3 hours, no.
And as he goes to start trying to do the things that Al has said, that Al communicated to you, there's a mechanical roar from behind you as Robot Motley, in all of his glowing red energy, pounces on you once again, but not going for you this time, as Robot Cat and Super Genius Ferret tumble off of you and proceed to scrap and fight and attack and just go full feral at each other, rolling back and forth through the hallway. And you
Turn the hot light off, Matt.
and
Turn that
you're
light
just
off.
nope, you're just facing
Turn that light off,
forward,
Matt.
not able to see exactly what's happening. As another robot goes down, and the rest of you step
shit.
up.
Shit. I don't know what's fighting back there, but if it's that fucking cat, that cat can fucking die.
Meanwhile, back on the bridge. Gar, May I call you Gar?
Sure.
What do you want? You've been a mystery to me. It's like this one, and Citra just wants her life back, if not a better one. My sister just wants to go live out whatever fantasy she wants to do out in the fringes of space. Do you just want to be muscle? Is that what this is? You'll have to forgive the rudeness of the question. Anytime I've encountered you, all you've done is attack.
Yeah, well, defend a friend, but yeah, it's attacking.
Right.
Everything before we found I was simple.
It's true.
After that, the universe got smaller. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Everywhere you went, you bumped into something that was pushing you, as opposed to just kind of doing what you want.
Instead of drifting through space, you were being pulled.
Exactly.
See, I can be smart too.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the floating. I enjoyed not being tied down to what was expected. Is the whole reason I left my birth planet in the first place.
She doesn't turn back to look at you, but a red beam just cuts from around the bridge out towards the Empress and just like lays a heavy blast into the side of it. Well, there are options. I can make your wanteds go away.
Oh, no, that's fun. Those are fun.
Oh, okay. How about any of the wanteds that you've incurred since you started being pulled?
Those were kind of bullshit, but yeah.
And if you desire, as the Empress, and it happened on the capital planet, I could annul your marriage. Under duress.
That's a weird one, too. Because I did plan on settling down, but it wasn't this soon. Nothing's free. What do you want from me?
My father believed we had to stamp out all elements that were not of the Empire out of our sector. I understand that that is foolish and stupid, and there will always be some manner of criminal element or black market or this, that, and the other. I would rather have a working partner with the leader of said criminal empire than to just outright squash it. Gar, give me a resolve check. Hell yeah! There's no negative consequences of this, especially when you roll a critical on resistance, clear one stress, so clear stress too.
Man, but my fun stress.
My fun stress, no. But when she says like crush it, there are images flashing of like the multitude of times she had used the way to like crush you into the ground, throw you into a wall. It's
yeah.
Like I'd rather have
your trachea.
I would rather have a working partnership if you're amenable to it. This would allow you to still remain with your wife. It would occasionally, like some goons will have to, get got in due time. But we'd never catch you. You'd always just manage to slip through the cracks. You and your
Sounds
wife.
like a pity hunt, but I can't just think about me. Now look at Farah.
Farah, nothing that your sister has said to Garanka was a lie.
Look at Gar and I just kind of nod like.
Will we still be friends?
That's entirely up to her. She has something in mind for me, but she's just not saying it. If that deal included us being friends and I could go off with you and leave her to do whatever she wants, that would be amenable to me.
I mean, that would require Farah to actually stick around. Not just go off to wherever in space.
Well, if I don't have to worry about a family excommunicating me, I can stay in one place.
On the laundry
Oh.
metal poster fell.
What was that?
Metal poster fell. Metal poster down.
It's Cersei's way power.
I'll save you from the mine.
It was perfectly timed with the ship
I
creeping down.
cannot keep that poster up on the wall to save my fucking life, and I don't know why. But anyways, of the laundry list of idiotic things our father did, excommunicating you was definitely at the top of that list. Not a lie.
I appreciate that sentiment. A small glimmer of hope that, like, the sister she knew from childhood could still be in there, but probably isn't.
Ever the optimist.
Yeah. If I can keep that freedom.
Your freedom is yours. What do they call him? What do they call a syndicate boss? President? What title would you like?
I'm cool with Gar.
Tribal Chief Gar.
Do I get a Paul Heyman? Oh, Paul Heyman, you weird.
If you don't watch pro wrestling, you should seriously watch pro wrestling. It's hilarious.
You should watch pro wrestling. It is a soap opera where dudes slap each other.
Never watched it.
Just kicked Ashley out of this call.
Alright. Jace, evens or odds?
Evens always.
Hey.
You're able to turn your head. Mr. Motley, with suddenly like metallic razor-like claws, takes a deep wound out of Gizmo. Gizmo like blood splatters onto the floor, and Gizmo's clearly hurt, chittering. Mr. Motley.
What the intervention is.
Mr. Motley bears down, leaps into the air. Gizmo, kind of rolls onto his side, looking up at the falling death that's about to rain down upon him. Puts his two little stubby arms up in the direction of Mr. Motley, and electricity starts crackling
I knew it.
between his arms, and just zaps the cat out of the air. Wounded, Gizmo starts dragging himself back over to you and does the repairs, and the red heads-up display goes away. The green one's gone too. Yeah, if anything, this is the most normal looking things have been for Jace since the change.
And
You have full motor capabilities.
I'm gonna grab Gizmo, and
Damn it.
and try to sprint towards like. Because I didn't see where they went.
You didn't.
Fuck.
You get to the doorway, trying to bolt out. Stop. It's Al's voice.
Oh, stop.
This is our last stage. If you run now, if we run now, like, whatever bad thing this ship is able to do, it's not going to be good. One way or another, no matter who's controlling it. Are you going to be good with that decision? Or are we going to stop this?
You always wear the voice of reason on this.
A,
I'm gonna turn.
the two OGs.
I'm gonna turn around and start making my way over to the core.
All right. No, go past the core. Go up into the rafters.
I'm gonna follow Al's instructions. Go to the rafters.
All right, Jace, you get to the rafters. I'll go ahead and put it back here.
The clocks are back. Oh no.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Don't worry about them. All right, Jace, you make your way down. The screens start coming to life. It's like the voices are happening again, but they're not inside your head. They're coming from the screens. It's like, Jace, what did you do? Why did you leave? Why did you leave us?
I'm just gonna ignore the voices. The only voice I am listening to right now is Al's.
Jace, stop. Jace, what are you doing? You get to the panel at the end of the hallway. Give me a rig roll to see if you can get the panels on this open.
Here come the sixes.
You know what? I've been holding off on it. I have 3 stress left till I hit my 3rd trauma.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that 3rd trauma and push myself using Leaf on the Wind.
I will say, are you sure you want to do that now? Because this is not the only step of what you have to do.
Not the only step?
Nope. This is just you opening up the box.
Oh. Alright, then I'm just gonna
Leaving in Jay.
try to roll straight rig. Controlled standard?
Give yourself a +1 from assistance from a crewmate.
Hell yeah.
5.
All right, Jace. Minor complication occurs, reduced effect, suffer lesser harm.
Lesser harm.
All right. Take a level 1 harm. You're zapped by electricity and green light. Normally, this, converts people or changes some mechanics or something, but to you, it just hurts now. You're not part of this collective anymore. You're somehow now immune to the influence of I. But you do it. You get the side paneling off. And there's access to command terminal and everything here. And with your robotic attachments, you're able to run a cable from your arm into the terminal, giving you direct access And now, oh, you're a child. Did you ever, Ashley, did you ever watch Reboot?
No.
Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't. Well, anyways,
I don't think I did anyway. I'll have to look that up.
you're standing in a long open, like, not field, but like black space with like blue lines pulsating with electricity. There's cubes and rectangles pulsating with purple and some like static electricity amongst them. And as like you look, like turn your head and like look at them, like it'll pop up. It's like life support, weapons, various different like ship systems. And they're tucked in the far back as you wander through this plane. Like self-destruct. There's options. You can do different things with the weapons. You could try to power down the ship. But just powering it down, like, you could do that and save it. It's another problem for another day. It's somebody else's thing. Somebody will eventually find this again, or I might find another way to escape.
I'm going
But you
if
don't
possible.
know where your friends are. You don't even know if they're on the ship or off the ship. If you choose self-destruct, there's a chance you're killing them.
Is there a way for me to send Gar a message? Because I know he's the only one, as far as I'm aware, he is the only one with a communicator right now.
Currently, no. You're plugged into the system. Alright, Jason, you turn and you look in Gar. Not a robotic Gar, not anything like that, just not in a Gar, Al.
No.
Hey, it wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be this if I didn't mess that up one last time.
Just one more time.
Al's standing there next to you, and you look back to yourself, and you're human. You're flesh. You're not a robot again. Here in this space, at least. All right.
It's been a good run, hasn't it, Al?
It had its ups and downs. Most of those downs were because of me, and you know, chasing the dream.
We won't have any more Tallulah incidences.
Nah, it's just a shame that this one's not going to get out there.
Nah. Probably for the best, though.
Probably.
See you on the other side, and I'm gonna hit the self-destruct. Not knowing if they're on the ship or not. Not knowing if they even have a way off, if they've gotten off. If they have a way
there it
off,
is.
nothing.
There.
Meanwhile. Some lights start flashing on the bridge. The Grimbots typing, pressing at things like, self-destruct has been activated, ma'am. So it's just like, turn it off. It's like, we can't, we're locked out. Something's in the system.
But, oh no,
Jace.
we'll get there.
Screens.
I hit the self-destruct. Trust me, Colin. I have an interactive thing for this.
I would expect nothing less, Ashley.
Like, we need to scoot.
Minor setback, Cersei says angrily. Another blast going off into the pirate ship across the way. This time, however, it seems to cut through the hole. And you can see people and things being jettisoned into space from, well, you know, the vacuum. That ends the pirate problem, at least. Not a total waste. How long? It's like minutes at most. Mistress. Empress.
Well then.
Cersei turns and gestures to escape pods, kind of similar to the bridge of the experimental ship that you guys lost Al on.
With your ship blowing up, do those offers still stand?
The ship isn't keeping me from being Empress.
I just wanted to make sure.
Farah, this is going to be a weird question. She says as she's like attempting to guide you guys towards space pods. Escape pods. Like, Farah, this is going to be a very odd question for me to ask coming from like your bigger sister and everything, but have you tried getting high and chilling the fuck out?
Once.
As a matter of fact.
It was an experience.
You should try
We
it
can help
more.
again.
You should try it more often.
Last time I did, you were there. A better version of you.
I've always been me.
That unfortunate.
Oh God. Listen, I know one of your friends is wearing your shitty clothes from when you were a teenager, but could you grow the fuck up?
Does it piss you off when I act like this?
Like a child?
It pisses everyone
Yes.
off.
Sound.
Holds out bottle of pills.
Gar's is like, doesn't piss me off, it's whatever.
Alright. Kind of a little bit of a break happening. Ate too many noodles too quick. Super. Just the itis just hitting.
Like, Gar's like,
It's be dead by now.
Gar's just like, it's time for a cat nap.
Too much Robin sweats.
Oh God. Alright. She opens up an escape pod. It can fit 2 people.
Or you should go.
Sure.
Yeah. You got
Alright.
stuff.
Yeah. Everybody's got stuff. Ugh. A nap.
You're not going with him? Best friend?
I was gonna see if you wanted that extra seat.
I think Gar would murder me on the way to a planet.
I am too full to even think about that. As long as you don't, keep your flirting under control, everything will be fine. I'm a married man now.
Really gonna...
Quick, Gar, check for a rash.
Where does this thing go?
Away from the exploding vessel.
Okay, well, they're programmed for somewhere.
Farah, give me a resolve check.
Yep. Ooh.
Hey, that's a
Nice.
crit. Ooh.
That is indeed a crit.
Dude.
Farah, you feel the way kind of wrap around you as your sister's trying to force you onto the pod with Gar.
Nah. I'm gonna try to hit her with the way back.
Then
After the whole incident, after Al's unfortunate death, I'm not sure I feel safe in a pod with Gar. Are you sure you don't want to join your friend?
Racist.
You tried to.
Tried to do more than
You started it.
Everything you said to Gar was true. You intend to let him live how he wants with his new family. You lied to my face multiple times. I don't want to put him at risk.
This seems like something that you can work out later.
You fucking idiot. I want you to be safe and happy. Get on the pod. Not a lie.
Can I try to, like, attune Shover?
Yeah, you can try to.
I'm gonna try.
Comes on to 6.
Into the pod.
Hey, Farah, another resolve check.
Up.
5.
5-5.
Defender, unfortunately, wins. Farah continues to resist. As your sister finally stops lying and is telling you the truth in that she cares and wants you to be happy. And suddenly it makes a lot more sense. All the times Grim came for you and you got away. The amount of times Grim could have done serious harm to you but never did.
Lightning face.
Why are you shocked?
I said serious harm. Never
Actually.
did.
Farah does not trust this, but she is going to get into the pod with Gar.
Why doesn't she trust it? I literally just said she's not lying to you.
What?
Alright, because Farah always has to be difficult. Got it.
I was gonna say the way I thought it was as long as they believe it, it's truth. It doesn't have to be objective. It works like the lasso of truth from fucking one. So she could in her head believe this, but she doesn't actually mean it in how I want it. But it's a moot point because I'm getting on the pod.
Just get in the pod.
I said I was getting on the pod.
That's not what the power says at all. The power says if somebody lies to you.
You said before, as she explains it, it is true. So that's why I'm running with that.
Okay, you get on the pod. She pushes the button.
Oh, cool.
Garanka and Farah go jettisoned off into space. You get about 30 meters away from the ship. And your pod hits light speed. Which is weird. Pods normally can't do that.
Uh-oh. All them noodles.
You're jettisoned off somewhere. Together. Friends to the end.
Yeah.
Sintra, once the pod's gone and like you see the streak of light as they disappear into space at light speed type speed. Wow, that's a sentence.
Got it.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
Cersei looks at you, holds out one of her hands.
Sindra takes it.
We have a lot of work ahead of us, sister. And the pull and feel of a black hole starts forming between the two of you. It wasn't a random thing that happened in the Delancey state. This is controlled technology. This is some kind of deep research project that even Sintra hadn't been aware of. Maybe something in some other black site. But you're sucked into the hole the same way how you got here. Hand in hand with your Empress. And sister? Question mark? Jace, everything goes black. All of the the plane of existence you're currently occupying with Gizmo and Al just fades away until it's just you guys standing there. All the rectangles and cubes shattering, going away, exploding until there's nothing. And then it feels like you guys are moving, zipping through somewhere. Some kind of like line, some kind of stream that you've never felt, you've never encountered before. Until you're on another plane. There's a couple of rectangles, nowhere near the amount or volume that there was on the big ship. But it's little things, life support, weapons. Most of them are kind of in disarray, like they still need a lot of repairs. Navigation, power, med bay. And one final one, one tiny one, it's like the tiniest little square. It says Gizmo's snack box. And as you touch the cubes, you realize it's like you and Al, and you're guessing Gizmo, now in your ship. The ship that you and Al had to begin with. The one that I had repaired and you guys had left abandoned on the capital planet. Just how it began all those years ago, you and Al in your ship. Off to go do whatever it is you want in space. And that is the end of Season 1 of Hyperspace Hustle. Very anime ending. Some of you guys get happy ending? Question mark? Some of you get to go off and be evil space tyrants.
Hating pets.
And some of you get hating pets. And some of you get your friends to go start new adventures anew. 12 episodes of crazy space bullshit. Daddy loves you.
And no one fucking died. Permanently.
So back in March was the beach trip. Back in March, I was like, okay, the final decision of how to deal with I and the situation that's going to come up is entirely going to be dependent on how many people decide to upgrade. And Phil, when he had to bounce out, he's like, yeah, no, I'll totally become part of the collective. I was like, good, there's one. And then when it happened with Jace, I was just like, even better, Al's best friend. This will be perfect.
The voice of reason, the voice of chaos, the two on how it started.
But I hope you guys had a good time spending these past longer than 12 weeks with me on this adventure.
Feels like 5, doesn't it?
It really does. I really wanted to capture the antics of crazy space anime hijinks with this and this finale and stuff. And like, it was more of an Outlaw Star kind of ending where it's like, oh hey, we're floating through this weird realm and come with me, Gene.
Right.
I could have gone full Ava and like, it's like, no, kill all that you love.
Everybody's soup.
That's how I thought this was gonna go.
Congratulations.
No, come on. Like, not all of my stories end in horrible darkness, guys. Come on.
Right.
Not all
This
of
one's
them.
certainly in the shade, though.
This is in the shade.
You're right.
What
You're
are
right.
you talking
The
about?
vampire one didn't.
What are you talking about, Farah? You got to leave with your good friend Garanka.
To not be part of your family for a
To
bit.
not be part of your family and knowing that your sister actually does love you.
Can I make
still
it
got
back to my
questions.
stuff, though?
Can you what?
Can I make it back to my stuff, though?
Things to discover in maybe season 2.
Find out in season 2, because I will be voting for this one.
Go in the Discord so you can vote for hyperspace when it comes back around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, YouTube, if you're watching this, these links are down below in the About the Video section. So yes, please do come join the Discord. Click that link. We vote for every game that I run, or Jen runs now. We talk about our games, we talk about community stuff, we answer questions, not just about my games in particular, but in general sense. Like, there's a lot of people that have come in because of the werewolf videos. Some of them only know the 5th edition stuff, so we've been fielding a lot of, like old World of Darkness, old werewolf. Like, somebody recently asked if there's, like, what's the difference between spirits like Worm, Weaver, Wild, things like that. We are a font of knowledge. Join us. Join the conversations. Join the votes.
And speaking of voting, you should totally join Matt's Patreon.
Oh, okay.
It's totally not a cult.
I was like, where are you going with that? Join our Not a Cult. Not a Cult is how we fund things. This is how we get the resources, such as, like, the books. This was Scum and Villainy. I had never touched Scum and Villainy before.
I like this system.
The system is so good. This system is so good. Apparently, Old Gods of Appalachia, as I've been researching that's one of our new upcoming games I'll be starting in November, is very similar to this in that I never roll anything. It's all based off of what players roll, and I think I might have found my new favorite style of system to run, because not having to make NPCs, not having to roll attacks on you guys, just your guys' rolls determines what happens. I never thought I never thought I'd like something like that, but me just having to focus on crazy shenanigans and story, and only that.
Yeah.
I love it.
I really kind of wish that the My Hero game had a system like that, but
yeah.
I think the system that it had worked fairly well for what it did.
Agreed.
For what we needed it to do.
But anyways, everything, the Patreon is pretty much what funds all of these endeavors. I am eternally grateful to all of my Patreons, those that come, those that go, those that have stayed. All of you have continued to make this year of DM Daddy RPG a thing. And we would not be here or doing as much of the shenanigans if it were not for you guys. So thank you. And if you'd like to join the shenanigans, please do. No pressure. Join our cult, not a cult. And of course there's YouTube, not YowTube. That's a very different thing, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was a little...
YouTube! All of our games are up here on YouTube. If you're checking out this one, go to the playlist, go back to episode 1, start it over, watch and see how, as Pierce described it the other day, all the joy and happy and everything that all these characters started with, except for Sintra,
fucking banished.
And just watch that star slowly die in the black abyss of space.
Our God is so bad.
Hey, maybe in season 2 there might be some lore to the world as to what the fuck happened at the Tallulah incident.
Maybe.
Gotta keep it vague.
Maybe. You know what? I've honestly been thinking of doing is doing a one shot of space game that will just be the Tallulah incident.
The DLC
one shot where things have to go so bad.
And like just doing that, and it'll be great because there's the options for other characters and slots, because Sintra wasn't part of the crew when the Tallulah incident happened, so who knows what happened to those crewmates.
Farah became part of the crew after that incident.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
the lawyer,
because of that
it would be a whole thing with different characters. Like I was like, it's like an OVA. It's like one of the not canon movies that happens in anime or something. But yeah, so this is Hyperspace Hustle, 1 through 12, episode 12, the finale. I hope everybody enjoyed watching it, playing it, being part of it. with Scion is officially over. Well, not over. This season is over. We were at a good leaving off point. Thursdays are cursed, so we decided we would take the break. But don't worry, there's 2 more chapters of Scion that have to happen. Because
the fact that you had 4 chapters for that game.
Yep. So in the Discord, that'll come back around in a vote at some point. I'm certain.
Yeah.
Unless I'm a total monster. I'm not a total monster. Just a bit of a monster.
Maybe the beginning of next year. Who knows?
Who wants to do Scion or Werewolf? Because I'm mad. And I'm hypothetical future mad. I'm be a jerk for no reason. This is exactly what hypothetical future mad sounds like.
Oh, it is, though. He threatened to do that.
I made that joke to Jen the other day. It's like, how much of a dick...
No.
How much of a dick would I be if I put Rise of the Phoenix versus Scion Chapter 3?
We going right on strike.
That's one of those.
No, I'm not a total monster. But it is getting to the point where there's going to be tough decisions and votes. Because a lot of people are really enjoying a lot of these games and they want to see more. There's also all the new games. So, like, who knows what the future holds? Who knows what a year 2 doing this kind of content will look like? I don't know. We haven't done it yet, but soon. And we are back. We are back on Friday with the season finale of Isle of Osmo. Will they will they actually make it to the second venerated villain? Or will they go back to town again?
This is what I told people: short rest.
Good times.
Dudley tried. They kept arguing.
No, I tried.
Yeah, Deadly and Artie stuck behind, and they were just like, "Oh, okay, well that's what ifs." And then when everybody got back, it was just like, "Oh, hey, look, it reset." That's fantastic.
Because we kept interacting with them.
Reset the instance.
Reset the instance. Or it's like one of those old NES games where if you go back a screen,
you scroll too far.
You scroll too far, all the bad guys came back. That's more. That is more like what I borrowed from for that. Because Death Mountain, Zelda, every time you change panels, the monsters come back, so on and so forth, etc. It's all very... Isle of Osmo is incredibly meta.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Especially with characters revealing shit via the chat redeem.
Even though it's over now, Garanka, who made either this session or this campaign for you? What are some moments that really stood out and were highlights for you?
Ooh, don't go to the whole campaign.
I literally just went to the whole campaign. Talk to the people, Pierce.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. It's been everybody. Every one of y'all crushed it. Even Phil. Phil's not here. Phil was crushed in the beginning too, because man. Whew. It's a really stupid idea. Yeah, I know, but it will pay off. Well, shit. I'm on board then.
First game ever. He was the chaos monster we all knew.
Straight away.
I can't wait.
The one he always is in chat.
Can't wait for Phil to come back for more games.
Same. Let me just go through what I got on my screen. Jace. Ashley. I'm just some dude.
In the beginning, I was just some dude. I was the whole
fucking
I was literally I could have that whole thing with Dika's sister. That was just complete made up bullshit. Not even originally in the backstory. The backstory could have literally been summed up to just some random guy.
Yep.
Nope.
And Matt can confirm that too.
Oh, it absolutely could, I absolutely can confirm it, but the thing was is that character creation on the forum, you guys picked things, so Jace had randomly selected Dika to be one of their antagonists. And I was just like, well, here's where they are in the backstory, and it's like, and we'll just add Dika in there.
Yeah.
And that was completely unannounced and unknown to me, and I just rolled with it when it happened. Just like, yep, this works. This is how we're gonna play that.
Yep. Farah, Colin, stretching your legs, showing your chops, high intensity, big emotions, maybe hitting a little bit too close to home sometimes.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
Inadvertently,
Yeah,
I was
there
not
are
aware.
no hard feelings.
I was not aware of Farah's family life in real life.
No.
Matt, like seriously, no hard feelings. This has been incredible. Like, you know, I'm not trying to brown nose super hard, but you know, this is my favorite campaign.
Wearing my band shirt.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, favorite campaign I've ever done.
Once again, Empire.
Empire for life.
Silver. Oh, hey. Yeah, no, you did great, dude. I love this. I love that you jumped in on this one too.
And
I don't like Mean Jen.
I was about to say, and Jen getting to show off her chops, but because Jen usually plays helpful, nice,
Sunshine characters.
sincere. Not Sunshine. Ren's the only like real Sunshine she's done.
Yeah.
No. Her vampire character.
Rosalind.
One of the personalities with Sunshine.
There was a third of Rosalind's character.
Yeah.
And there was Hornball and Scared of Everything.
And then there's there's Sintra. Pierce's first glimpse into Mean Jen.
Yeah, and not even fun mean like Laurel. Like I don't even know. Laurel's fun to poke and prod at and make fun of for being British. Sintra's just you get nothing.
She's British on the inside.
You're a stupid cat man. I hate you. Get out of here. Your hands are small.
Sintra is very loyal to her empire, which I guess technically would make her British.
Yeah.
British.
There are so many different empires.
No.
Which Jen, you're gonna have a
Not in space. Not in space.
vampire character.
All right, Colin.
Mine.
Hi.
Same question. Who made who were some of your favorite moments? Like what are like
Oh man, I want to really quickly shout out you from tonight. Which one is kind of you, but Jason Al's monologue actually kind of made me tear up a bit. I love that. That was so good.
I was trying so hard not to cry during
It was
that.
just like, oh, this hurts, but and then
Cry, Ashley, cry.
No.
feel your feelings, Ashley. Feel your feelings.
I'm not giving you the
Going through
satisfaction.
space together. Oh, it's so much fun. It's so wholesome. We get to
As
goof.
soon as you said Gizmo's the small little Gizmo's treat box, I was like, oh no, I know exactly where we're at.
Back home in the ship.
Yeah.
and then Gar, his monologue to Cersei was incredible. I kind of feel bad that we didn't get super big into Gar's stuff a lot. But
Nobody ever asked questions about Gar.
I know, I'm sorry, but we talk about it every time we come. But
Don't
no,
be
it's just-
sorry. Space is racist.
Racism.
It's just like that whole like it was simple, like just perfect. But like throughout the whole campaign, I loved how all the relationships involved. Obviously, I got to give a big shout out to Jen because as much as I feel like we were both like every game like, oh, I'm sorry, no, it's okay. Like that, just the back and forth that Sintra and Farah developed was incredible.
The antagonist you didn't realize you were getting.
Just
Right.
like again, such a different experience than I've had in like the few other roleplay campaigns I've been in, where everyone has usually just been like, oh yeah, we're friends even though we just met and this, that, and the other, and then it's like no, and it was so natural too. Like just I want to give a quick thing to me because I feel like lying about the way in episode 2 was the best decision I could have made for the rest of the campaign, like story wise. But
Oh yeah.
everybody, you know, like obviously, Bill.
Okay. Yours is the one character I don't know what the fuck you started off with. What did you start out as?
What do you mean?
There's
your
still
character class.
there's still speaker.
Speaker.
You're a fucking speaker this entire.
Oh, the thing is, when I was, because Pierce talked and me were talking about this game like way before this happened. It was like a year before even the planning got started, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to be a big cyborg robot lady with General Grievous legs, and that's all I had for Farah. And then when like I saw what was left, I had two ideas, which was just kind of play me. I like people. I love making new friends and maybe bring that into the speaker and try to be me. And I was like, no. What about the big cyborg lady? What could I have her? Oh, she could be a lawyer. Like, just... Oh, the attune thing was one just bullshit die or attribute that I threw off because I had stuff. I was like, oh, that might be fun later. And then it just became such a huge part to her character.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel sad.
Jen?
Right.
I too threw an attune dice on there as
Random bullshit.
Chaos.
Just random bullshit. Why not?
Now look at
And I was like, mostly because I was like, I'm gonna be such a hypocrite and it's gonna be so much fun. And then I was right.
Now you're evil.
Broken
this group has really
lantern.
been like unique in that we all hated each other at some point in time.
I didn't hate Gar as this raging hypocritical bitch by the end.
But still doctoring.
Still doctoring.
Still fucking keeping us alive.
Never out of compassion. Never out of compassion.
Never.
Purely just these fuckers. I gotta keep them alive. If I don't, they're
The
gonna fucking
actual
die.
healer. The actual healer in MMO.
Right.
I'm not here with hope. I'm so sick of you idiots. Do what you're supposed to do. Stop getting hurt.
Yes.
If there's a little red line that shows up on the freaking floor, maybe don't stand on it.
You are DPS.
Maybe.
Why are you right there getting hit?
Exactly.
You should be behind it.
One of my favorite Gar moments, though, was Primal Gar after we had crash landed.
That entire
The Gar
episode.
voice. The Gar
That
voice was so
that-
good.
Incredible.
That whole episode of just the continuation of Gar's misunderstanding of what happened.
Me and Pierce were just sitting around, and I was like, it's like, you know what would be amazing? It's like, what? Remember Star Trek: The Next Generation, and that one episode where people started devolving into more primal versions of themselves?
Oh, them Klingons.
And it's like, yeah, I was like that. Just
Oh,
imagine Gar
That's where you got that
running
in.
through the ship. That is the thing that I stole from Star Trek.
He's in the vents.
Jesus Christ.
We just reached
No,
out
that-
here to power the ship back up. Claw.
Oh, that was great. Oh, hey, Gizmo. Oh, no.
Well, that's not Gizmo.
Yeah. No, well, Gizmo was there. Gizmo got out of the way, though.
Gizmo's like, nah, there's a predator around.
Gizmo might be the smartest member of the crew.
Gizmo was definitely the smartest member of the crew.
Here's the thing, Colin. The
Somebody made him
intellect
that
order
way.
The intellect order on the ship went Gizmo, Al, Sintra, then Farah, then Gar, then Jace. There's a reason it took me 11 episodes to get a dot in study. I
That's
was
right.
not.
Congratulations on your dot.
What a dot it was.
Wasn't a race.
No.
Gotta cross that line.
And then Colin is the only person you haven't addressed yet, Jace.
I know. I've had so many good moments just watching Colin. I haven't had to interact with Farah a whole lot because Farah was, I'm not going to say very passive towards Jace, but wasn't at the forefront of, hey, fuck you, we're going to do this.
Yeah, I feel like
Central was.
a lot of their interactions was just kind of like mutual, like, yeah, we should probably not die at the moment.
Yeah.
Like the casino was a lot of fun between them.
Yeah.
The prison escape, where I just lied to your face about the door.
Yeah. The casino. I loved that, but we only had like the one slight interaction where we were just at the table. I was already drinking, and I just pop and dent your arm with that 6 and scrap.
Yeah.
And then the
I was trying to riz
prison.
up that cowboy.
The prison.
Give me your
You lied, bold-faced lied to my face. Like, don't worry about it. Basically, it's just.
Best decision I could have made for the campaign.
It was, but I did not let that slide either.
Nope.
All right. So yeah, this was Hyperspace Hustle. We were joined by Jace.
Oh, no, Matt. What was your favorite moments throughout the entire campaign, Matt?
None of them.
Oh. My fifis.
No, freaking
You won't get out of this.
Yeah, there was a lot of shenanigans. That was probably my favorite part. Every episode has its own unique feel to it, I guess you could say. This is definitely, I would say, the game where the characters evolved the most over the course of the campaign, which I really liked. Even if people didn't evolve, like, for example, Sintra. Sintra kind of stayed the same through a vast majority of this. But as more and more of Sintra's past kind of, like, came to the forefront, like, you know, you got your at least justifications for why Sintra is the way Sintra is. But, like, Garanka, like, becoming more vicious, more violent, because he's the big, beefy, meaty, I'm just gonna attack things guy. Farah, and who became the main character very quickly of the story, based off of both their roleplay choices, their backstory choices, and the enemies that they chose and rolled. And then, like, Jace is like, I'm just a normal guy doing normal guy stuff out here in space. And I was just like,
I'm a robot.
And I literally was like, I gotta do something about that. And they're the only person not adapting with everybody else. I don't like it.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
bad?
People gonna feel things.
If you hadn't done that, I had a whole other way. If I had not lost 75% of my body, as you said.
Hey, you're the one that kept stacking fucking consequences.
Yeah.
Hey, it worked out in the end. That's the only thing I can say. There was a whole other way I was going to take Jace by the end of this if I did not become a robot.
Take it to
We'll never get to see it.
way user.
Yep. All right.
No.
Okay. We are joined through this campaign by Jace, portrayed by Ashley the Mage, Ashley the Witch, Ashley the Brick, Ashley the Rage, Magic Ashley the Brick. Sintra, portrayed by JenOfThieves, aka the player formerly known as Degeneration X. Suck it. Farah, who was one of our new role players this season, joining us for their first DM Daddy game, played by Futter Guy. And, of course, as Jen routinely says, the cool kid. The bestest. The one everybody loves and wants to be like. Garanka, portrayed by...
Would not recommend it.
Portrayed by the best bro. Maybe even, and Jen, I hope you don't take offense to this, the love of my life, Pierce Power Tough.
Oh.
Hey, that bromance is strong.
This bromance is over a decade strong and going. Guys, I hope you enjoyed Hyperspace Hustle, and we will hopefully see you over on our Discord or in the comments section or something. Don't worry. I'm sure you will see all of these lovely faces again in the near future. Hopefully. We'll see.
Won't see my face in that Hunter game, though.
No. Won't see my face in that Hunter game.
Well, you won't see Gar's face. You won't see Pierce's face because he's wearing a luchador mask.
Oh my god, are you actually?
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll find out.
El Macho Jr.
El Macho Jr. Occupation. El Macho Jr.
And if you want a teaser of that, make sure to pay attention to your YouTube around 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. All right, guys. I hope you have a great one. Have a great rest of your week if we don't see you at our other games. Hopefully I will see you all for the finale of Isle of Ozma. And if I don't, have a great weekend. Mine's going to be amazing. I'm going to a scary amusement park.
Hey, hell yeah.
Very nice.
All right. Have a good one, guys. And remember,